What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with a quick 5-game Thursday edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks NBA edition only. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you become apprised whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. I'm so sorry about the 2 baseball games that obviously we wanted to bet some baseball. Didn't go very well here for the first 2 days, that being Tuesday, Wednesday. Should have just bet Dodgers run line like every other schmo that I know. So that would have been useful, but Justin Steele somehow gives up 5 earned and still finds a way to get 5 strikeouts, strikes out 2 in his final frame there in the middle of giving up another homer to Kike Hernandez. So it is what it is, friends. We got to move along. We got to adjust. We only have, 2,400 plus baseball games? I actually looked up the exact number earlier. It's just over 2,400 baseball games to cover. You'll be just fine. You're at the right place. But NBA, obviously, hey, we've hit a lot of locks in a row. We've hit a bunch of locks. It's just some of these likes just kind of finagle it. And I know a lot of you are parlaying them together. I see the tweets. I get the comments. I get the DMs. I'm aware. But Lindy 5, if you guys want to jump in the premium Discord where there are tons more plays, tons of props, day of Lindy 5, that is only $5 at the link below. Would love to have you guys there. Ended up getting a ton of CLV on a ton of plays and felt really good about 3 prop locks that ended up in the premium Discord here on Wednesday. It's just kind of getting going here, but I know a lot of you are watching NCAA tournament, as you should be. I know you're going to be digesting a lot of content here for Portfolio B, as you should be, down at the link below. Hopefully you took advantage of promo code DANCE. That was good times. It's still available until midnight Eastern here if you're still signing up on Wednesday night, so you can do that at the link below as well. But producer Jacob's ready. I'm ready to rock. You're ready to roll. Let's get to the picks. This is going to be a super fast show today. We got our leans up right from the get-go, and Brooklyn Indy's on a back-to-back here. We're still waiting for a bunch of official lines. I have some offshore stuff. Brooklyn plays way down in pace, but Cam Johnson is resting in that one, and Tyrese Halliburton sat out the front end of the back-to-back because Dallas has nobody alive on their basketball team. They ended up playing with 8 today with a minutes-limited Jaden Hardy, so we'll see exactly what comes to fruition in that Indy game, but Pascal Siakam ended up playing. Tyrese Halliburton did not. Pay attention to that. As it being said, it is not Cam Johnson points ladder. It is Keon Johnson points ladder over there in the corner. Looking at 15, 20, 25 here adjusted. I think D'Angelo Russell's just going to continue to mail it in mid-20s minutes because Brooklyn does not want him to get hurt, hoping that somehow they can package lots of things together. And obviously his salary will help people move, people of importance. So anyway, Keon Johnson, he's definitely going to be the guy usage-wise that surprises people going forward. Golden State minus 13.5 coming off of a nice bounce back win going up against a full strength Milwaukee team that then is now in shambles and having team meetings. We'll talk about that here in a second. And Golden State minus 13.5. It's a Toronto team that benches Scotty Barnes at the end of games, continues to do ridiculous stuff in the name of tanking. All of these teams are. And lastly, Chicago, Sacramento. Sacramento, some weird stuff on the injury report. They're on a back-to-back here. They're playing on Wednesday. They have not tipped off here yet, but Jake LaRavia, it doesn't matter as much, even though he's been playing more rotational minutes. Zach LaVine out for personal reasons on Wednesday. Does he return to the team Thursday? I'm not sure. Keon Ellis is somebody that I am definitely keeping my eye on his props here as we get closer to tip of that game here on Wednesday night. Thursday, I bet it's going to adjust his performance for better or for worse. That's not how you should go about betting from a projection standpoint, from a market-based perspective. You got Portfolio EV, you'll be just fine. As for the Bulls, that's where it comes from. Yet again, leaning the Trey Jones one. Who? Trey Jones. And it's purely because, I don't know what happens with Giddey. Does he play on the back-to-back? If not, I will wish that I had been invested in it, but I just want Giddey out of there. That's really what matters. He is playing here on Wednesday. We'll see. A lot of teams on back-to-backs. Indy, just covered that one. Chicago and Sacramento meeting up. Ooh, more back-to-backs to discuss here in the like and lock category. Ooh, like lock. How about that? Your first play of the day comes from Knicks and Charlotte Hornets. The Knicks also on a back-to-back. I mean, just unbelievably great job by the NBA schedulers. Yet again here, you have 5 games going in the middle of the NCAA tournament, and you just have teams that are on repeats that nobody's going to want to watch if people are resting. And I don't really want to watch Charlotte play basketball ever. What are you actually doing with your frickin' lives, Charlotte? But LaMelo Ball should be back in. Miles Bridges also probable coming off of missing the last game with that illness. What happens here at center, though? Because I do think Mark Williams, even though he's off the injury report, I'm always nervous because I don't think those minutes are going and accentuating anywhere. I think they might be actually a little bit low. We'll see where those prop numbers open for him, but I think this just comes down to total. I'm not a big fan of this game environment. Knicks on a back-to-back, and I think, whether it's Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Miles McBride, these guys play 40-plus minutes in like all capacities right now with no Jalen Brunson out there. I'm sure Tibbs has no plan for them against San Antonio here as this game is going on, that they're going to try to limit their minutes, but that's just kind of the Thibodeau way. That's just making the under look unbelievably good because it's already fantastic, but I'm going to make it a lock, because if you're looking for one play and one play only here from this video, well, this is your main attraction. Under 225.5. I should technically at it's like 218 that I currently have at 217 range. It should be a lock, but I only played it for a half unit, and I'm not going to make you do anything that I didn't do myself because that would be ridiculous. Under 225.5. I like it. I also think it's lock worthy. Also think this is lock worthy. Lindy $5 for your first week of the Lindy and Friends Discord. It's not just myself, but also my good friend Eitan Chander hanging there. Greg Ehrenberg going to be joining shortly here in the futures market, contributing in. Plus, going to have some guest appearances, some new people, new faces, great faces, great places. South Dakota, that's our license plate. Well, when I lived in South Dakota eons ago. It's like half my life ago. Okay, now I'm sad. Lindy 5, sign up, make me less sad. All right, back to the picks we go. One game to rule them all, one game to find them, and this is not it. But Milwaukee, they're 1.5-point favorites, and I think it's very apparent why. The Lakers are on a back-to-back, Milwaukee's not. But Doc Rivers, he had a nice little meeting there with Mr. Damian Lillard and Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. So he's just doing his regular job, meeting with players. Oh, that's shocking, but figuring out ways that they can improve. How about having a different basketball coach like Kenny Atkinson? That would have been useful, but anywho, the Lakers are on a back-to-back. Milwaukee's not. Milwaukee played Golden State, got trounced the other night with Golden State on the back-to-back, so it's no guarantees of anything. But if Denver is going to play full strength, which I still don't know, we're still waiting on that news an hour and a half before tip-off. I think we are very much going to be looking at a Lakers team that could be shorthanded. Now, Rui Hachimura, he's closer to coming back than it sounds like LeBron is. I think Rui's going to beat him by a game, maybe 2 games, but does he play in this one? I'm not sure. I think there might be some kind of a plan in place to bring him out there, or you end up resting Luka, who, what are those minutes against Denver? I don't know yet. I don't know if Denver's playing full strength or not, and that is very, very important, but I think I'll blindly play -1.5 here on the Milwaukee side, purely because lots of ways that they have a bounce back performance. They have the rest advantage. Luka, hasn't shot the ball super efficiently without LeBron on the floor. Austin Reeves, his PRA is going to be out of control, going to do absolutely everything for this team yet again. But who's going to handle Lopez? Who's going to handle Giannis on the interior? I said kind of the same thing about Golden State, but Draymond Green played phenomenal basketball. So, friends, Milwaukee -1.5. Like laying the points there. I'll stay away from the -125 money line. If they win by 1, I'll be in a bad mood. And that does it for a quick and easy edition of NBA Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Head to the comment section below. Let me know your final 4, who you've got winning it all here as well in the NCAA tournament. Going to be a wild one. My dog's named Duke. I went to Iowa State. So many different things that I have for a cheering interest. Nice to have all my teams be pretty darn good. Even my wife's Oregon Ducks look pretty darn good. So life is good. Producer Jacob's life is good because we're done nice and early here on a Wednesday evening for Thursday's slate. Hit that like button on your way out. Lindy 5, it's fully operational. Until next time, friends, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Thursday.